Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the Oak Hill High School alma mater and remain standing for the national anthem.
Opening kickoff. It'll be Evans to do the kicking for the Minford Falcons. Back deep to receive for the Oak Hill Oaks is Andy Orender. In the middle, flanked on his left by Aaron Dunn. And I think it's Balderson on the far side on the right. The approach. Kick on its way. High end over end kick. Drives Orender back inside. He's 5 to the 3. 10, 15. Orender to the 20. Out over the 20 to about the 22. And flags are down all over the place. Last week, the Oaks played the entire ball game. Got flagged for only 3 penalties. And the penalty flag is flying right at the opening kickoff. They're talking to the Minford captain, and it'll go against the Oaks. Half the distance penalty. Oak Hill will have the ball first down and 10, just outside their 10 at the 12. Yard line first and 10, Oak Hill. He's out of the huddle. Orender and Dunn over here to the near side. I formation behind Bogus. First offensive play of game 2 of the 1995 season. Give off in there to D. Brunton, and D. Brunton makes it back to the line of scrimmage. And not much further. We'll call it second down and 10.
Tackled by the center of the Minford line.
Exact same play we started last week's football game with. The give to Brunton up the middle went for no gain. We know what happened on the second play, 71 yards and a touchdown. See what the Oaks elect to do here. Slot to the left, in motion goes Gillen. Back to pass is Bogus. Bogus fires out of the backfield and in and out of the hands of Dunn. Out over the 20 at about the 22. Would have been shy of the first down. It's going to be 3rd down and 10. Line of scrimmage still the 12. Between the 12 and 13s. 13-yard line. Out of the huddle they come. Dunn splits out here wide left. We've got a receiver wide to the right with a slot that way. I formation. Bogus takes the snap. Spot pass over on the far side to Orender, and Orender will get out across the 25 and 15 rather, and out to about the 19. But we got flags down again. If it's against Oak Hill, it'll be declined because it'll be 4th down. The Oaks will have to punt. If it's against Minford, the Oaks will probably take, well, would take it to get 3rd down over. We're talking to the Minford captain. Holding against Oak Hill is declined. It'll be 4th down.
The pass is complete for 8 yards. The Oak Hill 20-yard line. 4th and 2 for the Oaks.
There's a gain of 8 on the play, but it's going to be a punting situation. Line of scrimmage is the 20. Weisner to do the punting for Oak Hill.
Jackson and Dustin Mayhew for the Falcons.
Jackson and Mayhew back deep for the Minford Falcons. Good snap from center. Ball, a high end-over-end kick taken inside the 50 at the 48 by Jackson. Angles to his left, back at the 45, and shoved out of bounds at about the 43-yard line.
Eric Jackson returns the punt. Bound by number 27.
That's where Minford's going to have it 1st down and 10. It'll be at the Oak Hill 42-yard line. 1st down and 10, Minford. Jeremy Schlusser is the quarterback for the Falcons. Fullback is Shane Miller. Tailback Scott Evans. The flanker, and probably the best player on the team, Eric Jackson. They go with the full T backfield. Both of their ends are tight. Schlusser sets him down, gives back to Jackson on the counter, and Jackson's bouncing off tacklers and gets inside the 35 to about the 34. That's going to be a gain of 8 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 2. Orender on the stop.
And just across the 35-yard line of the Oaks. 2nd and 2.
Clock at 10:03. The Oaks won the toss and elected to receive. They were hit with a penalty right to start at the start and never climbed out of the hole. Punted. 2nd down 2 for Minford. And we've got motion in the backfield, but let's see. Motion in the backfield, but also penetration by Oak Hill. I guess they're going to take the penalty against Oak Hill, so that's their 2nd penalty of the ball game. It's going to give Minford a 1st down.
The penalty encroachment of the neutral zone. These are all just over the 30-yard line of the Oaks. 1st and 10 for the Falcons.
1st down 10, Minford from 30 yards away. Full T. Both ends tight. Schlusser under center. Takes the snap. Gives the ball off. Jackson's got it into the backfield to the 10. Still on his feet inside the 10 and down to the 6.
Jackson, the ball carrier.
Jackson, let's see where they mark him down. Mark him down at about the 7-yard line. That's a 23-yard carry for Jackson.
7-yard line. 1st and goal for the Falcons.
1st down and goal Minford at the Oak Hill 7. Jackson on the sweep to the outside, hemmed in and brought down maybe for about a yard loss. We'll see where they mark it.
Evan Dunn on the tackle.
Dunn on the stop for Oak Hill. It's going to be 2nd down and goal from Loss of about a half a yard. We'll give him no gain. Call it second and goal. So Jackson has carried the ball on all three offensive plays for the Minford Falcons thus far. Oaks have helped out tremendously with two penalties, or with one penalty. Full tee. Schlusser giving there to the tailback again, or left halfback. No gain. May have gotten a yard. Call it third and goal from 6 yards out.
Scott Evans, the ball carrier.
Evans, the carrier.
The interior of the Oakville defensive line.
Third and goal from the 6.
Gain of 1 on the play. Third and goal from the 6.
Oaks are in their 6-man front. Falcons break the huddle. Still in that same full tee backfield, both ends tight. Schlusser sets him down, turns. Schlusser on the keeper, stretches, touchdown Minford. Schlusser on the carry from 6 yards out, scores. With exactly 8 minutes to play in the first quarter, Minford goes on top, 6-0.
Scott Evans to attempt the point after conversion.
They'll go for 1. Low snap. It's down. It's plenty high enough, and it is good. So the kick is good, and the Minford Falcons, 4 minutes into the ball game, takes the 7-0 lead. Yeah, we'll take that back. There was a holding penalty called against Minford. Well, he's going to kick it anyway. They just move it back 5 yards. Evans to kick it. Kick is up. This time it's no good. Off wide to the right. So Minford leads 6-0. We'll be back with the Oak Hill kickoff in just a moment. Okay, Orander's back deep to receive the kick again. Evans to kick. Jason Potter. It's a low kick this time that is going to be taken by Dunn at the 20. 25, bounces off a tackle to the 30. Dunn to the 35, still on his feet out across the 35 to the 40. They're going to mark him down at the 39. That's where Oak Hill's going to take over first down and 10. White on the stop in there for Minford. The Oaks have it first and 10 at their 39. Minford drove 42 yards in 6 plays, with Schlusser going over from 6 yards out after a penalty. The kick was no good. Oaks with their second possession. I formation. Dunn wide left. Given there to, nope, it's Bogus on the option, and Bogus got no blocking whatsoever, and a flag is down. See what the call is going to be. It's going to be a loss of 4. Loss of 4 on the play. It's going to be second and 14. No flag. Official may have just dropped it out of his pocket. Second down, 14 yards to go. Bogus. Give off in there to Randy Evans, and Evans digs for yardage and gets to the 40, a gain of 5. The 3rd and 9.
Randy Evans, the ball carrier, tackled by Nathan Sexton. Gain of 6 on the play.
Warner trots in from the sidelines with the play. He and Scott Gillen brings the plays in. 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Minford losers to Rock Hill last week, a team the Oaks play next week. Oak Hill was 33-13 winners over Paintsville here at Oak Hill. Motion left to right goes D. Brunton. Balgus back to pass. Nothing there. He's going to go down. Wanted the dump pass. Got nothing, but lost 3.
Also 3 on the play to the Oak Hill
Line of scrimmage, the 37-yard line. Reisner to punt again. 2 possessions, 2 punts. Nice spiraling kick, going to be taken at the 35-yard line in Falcon territory. And he will get out across the 40. Mayhew out across the 40 to about the 41, maybe the 42. Done on the stop for Oak Hill.
Ball placed at the Minford 41-yard line where they take over first and 10.
First down and 10, Minford at their 41. 5:45 to play here in the opening quarter. Minford leads 6-0. Remain in that full T backfield with both ends tight. Schlusser turns, and it is a give on the counter and dropped in the backfield for a loss of about 2 or 3. It was Jackson.
Tackled by Randy Evans.
Evans on the stop for Oak Hill. Loss of 2.
Loss of 2 on the play to the Minford 39-yard line.
Second down, 12.
For the Falcons.
Randy Evans, the transfer in from Jackson, whose father graduated and played football here at Oak Hill High School on that stop. Receivers wide, both left and right this time. They line up in the I. And it is a give to Jackson again, and no gain. May have lost again. He did lose another yard. Now they're going to mark him down, no gain. It's going to be third.
Shane Miller is off there, tackled by Jimmy Williams. No gain on the play, third and 12 for the Falcons.
12. Passing situation, first passing situation of the ball game for Minford. Hamilton comes, that's Jackson over here to the near side. He draws coverage from and a whistle.
Flag before the play.
Penalty against Oak Hill, I think, being offside. 3 penalties, all 3 against Oak Hill. Well, Minford did have it. Makes it 3rd and 5.
3rd and 6 for the Falcons.
Split backs behind Schlusser, takes a snap, quick pass out here to Jackson. Jackson pulls away from a tackle, but he's going to be dragged down from behind and shoved out of bounds. But it's enough for the first down. Blakeman on the stop as he gets out across the 50 and inside to the Oak Hill 46-yard line.
46-yard line, first and 10 for the Falcons.
It's a 10-yard pass completion. Jackson back to that full T, both ends tight formation. Fullback. Nope. Yep. Fullback. Good faking in there by Schlusser. Dropped for no gain on the play. It's going to be, well, actually lost about a half a yard. We'll call it second down and 11.
John Dillon, the ball carrier. Tackled by D. Brunton. No gain on the play. Second and 10 for the Falcons. Ball still at the Oak Hill 46-yard line.
Second down, long 10. Schlusser, quick pitch. Good support from the outside and brought down at the 40. Nice tackle in there by D. Brunton. Inside the 40 at the 39. It's going to be third down and about 3. Gain of 7 on the play.
Gain to the Oak Hill 39-yard line, 3rd and 3 for Minford.
They're down 3, Minford in 4-down territory. 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Full set. Slusher, quick pitch going the other way. Cutting it up is Jackson to the inside, to the outside, and he has yardage to the 31. Mayhew on the carry this time. That's a gain of 8. 1st and 10, Minford.
Tackle by Jimmy Williams. Gain of 8. The Oak Hill 31-yard line. 1st down, Minford.
Give off an air to Jackson this time, picking his way through and out across and inside the 30, down to about the 26-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 5. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Minford with the 6-0 lead and driving. Both ends tight. Fullback there. Slusher. Give to the fullback. No gain. It's going to be 3rd and 5.
Miller is the ball carrier.
Miller on the carry. No gain.
Tackled by Eli Williams and Jimmy Williams. No gain on the play.
3rd down 5. Gatrell, and I think they said Jimmy Williams on the stop. 3rd and 5 at the 26. Motion, quick pitch to the outside, going to be dropped for a loss all the way back at the 28-yard line. Jackson, Jason Dunn, and Blakeman, Mike Blakeman on the stop. That's going to be a loss back to the 28-yard line. It's going to be 4th and 8.
4th and 7 for the Falcons. Ball at the Oak Hill 27-yard line.
Line of scrimmage to 28. He's got to get to the 21. Needs 7 yards. I formation this time. Slusher rolling right, looking downfield, open, and incomplete. The Oaks will take over on down. So the Oaks dodged the bullet. With 16.1 seconds left, they're going to take over. 1st down and 10, deep in their own territory at their 28. They'll get one play, unless it's an incomplete pass. Scott. Gillen goes wide right. Dunn over here to the near side. I formation, Williams and Brunton. Bogus drops straight back to pass. Screen over here to Brunton with blockers in front of him, but they break down. Dunn still on his feet. Brunton to the 35, right across the 35 to about the 37, 38-yard line. He's going to gain 9 on the play, and you've got to give Brunton all the credit on that one because his blocking broke down, and he broke a couple of tackles and got what he got, a gain of 8 yards at the end of the first quarter. With the score meant for 6, Oak Hill 0. We'll be back with second quarter action in just a moment. Okay, Oaks have it 2nd down and 2, looking for their first down of the ball game. I formation behind Bogus, turns, gives to Brunton, and Brunton's got the 1st down and more as he gets out to the 40-yard line. Needed 2, got 4. McGuire on the stop in there for the Minford Falcons. Get the initial 1st down with 11:55 to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 40-yard line. I formation behind Bogus. Takes the snap. Pitch to Brunton. Brunton out across the 40 to about the 41, maybe the 42. Give him 2, call it 2nd and 8. Now let's give him 1, call it 2nd and 9.
Tackle made by Nathan Sexton.
Sexton on the stop in there for the Minford Falcons.
41-yard line.
Putting out here is done to the near side. Far side is Orander, I formation. Rolling right, Bogus. Unprotected, out of the backfield, and down. Pulling for yardage out across the 45 inside the 44 was Aaron Dunn. I think that was Dunn. Dunn or Williams made the catch. They were both in the same vicinity. That's a 16-yard pass completion. Public address system said Williams, so that's who we'll give it to. Line of scrimmage, the Falcon 44. 1st and 10. Twins split out wide to the left. Back, give off in there to Brunton. Brunton to the 40. Brunton 35, 30. Catches the outside. 25. Brunton inside at 20. Brunton inside at 15, 10. He's going all the way. D. Brunton. No flags. Brunton sprints. 40 yards for the score to tie it with 10 minutes and 28 seconds to go in the first half. Brunton on the sprint draw. Oaks line up in the odd formation with half or 3/4 of the team to the left, the center, the holder, and the kicker in the middle of the field. Brunton split over here to the near side. Now they'll break back to the regular formation. They scored a 2-point conversion off of that formation last week. First touch after the first touchdown. Kick, and it is a fake, and I think it was a bad snap, and the holder, Dusty Bogus, picked it up. So with 10 minutes and 28 seconds to go in the first half, it's Oak Hill 6 and Minford 6. We'll be back to the Oak Hill Dogs in just a moment. Jackson back deep to receive the kick for the Minford Falcons. And Dunn lifts a high kick, taken at the 23-yard line, 30, 35, 40, breaking tackles out across the 40 and outside the 40 to about the 41, 42-yard line. Mayhew on the return. And they're going to set up shop at the 41-yard line, 41 and a half. We'll call it the 41. That's where they've got it, 1st and 10. Break the huddle, split backs behind Slusher. Jackson split out to the far side. Back here, the pass is out here to, that's Jackson, and Jackson is going to be driven down hard at the 48 or 49-yard line. We hear the Minford coaching staff over here to our right speaking about how far off the Oak Hill defender was off of Jackson. So we may be looking for another play here to go to Jackson, either to the right or the left. He's going to split out wide to the far side this time. He'll draw coverage out of Seth Hughes. Split backs behind Slusher. And we're going to get a penalty called against the Minford Falcons for the movement on the line. Going to be 2nd down and 8 now. Line of scrimmage is the 43, and they got to get inside the 50 to the 49. It's going to be 2nd and a long 7. Call it 2nd and 8. Jackson breaks out of the huddle, going to the far side again. High formation behind Slusher. Takes a snap, rolling to throw, looking, pumps, fires. It's overthrown and incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 10. Jackson, the intended receiver. 3rd and 7. Slusher gets to play from the sidelines. Clock stopped at 9:08 of the first half. Score tied at 6. Jackson splits far side. Look for some kind of a play going his way. I formation behind Slusher. Evans and Miller. Long count, takes a snap, and it's the fake to the fullback, and Slusher's going to keep it and drag down in the backfield. All the way back inside the 40, down at about the 37. Dunn on the stop. That is a loss of 5 yards. Call it a 4-yard loss from 3rd and 7 to 4th and 12. Going to be the first punting situation for the Falcons. Line of scrimmage to 38. It's Brunton and I think that is Aaron Dunn. Got the kickoff. Brunton takes it at the 18, 20. Good block, 25. Down the sideline, 30, 50. Dunn, Brunton to the 40. Brunton inside and down to the Falcon 40-yard line on a beautiful return. Got a key block out of Aaron Dunn at the start, and he sprinted down the sidelines and all the way to the Falcon 40, where the Oaks are going to take over 1st and 10. And Brunton is coming out holding a limp right arm. So that's going to move Orander back in at the tailback spot. Evans lines up at full. Wing to the left. 1st and 10. Giving there to Orander. Orander to the 35. Andy inside to the 32. Okay, that was Potter, not Orander. We got Jimmy up here to help me out. Here comes Orander. I knew he was on the sideline somewhere. Andy will go in and split in. Jason Potter on the carry. It's going to be 2nd down and 1. Gain of 9. D still not in the ball game. Evans at full. Potter dots the I. Pitch goes back to Potter, sweeping right behind blockers, inside the 30. Potter to the 25, still on his feet, and down to about the 21. Potter goes for 11. Make it 10. Nope. Make it a 10-yard gain. 1st down and 10, Oak Hill. As they begin to drive. Receivers wide to the left and to the right. And let's see. Minford, I think, is going to signal time. They may not have had enough players on the field. So with 7:06 to go, Minford calls time with the Oaks driving and the score tied at 6. Apparently Minford saw something they didn't like defensively, and they elect to call a timeout. Jason Potter in the ballgame. We talked to the coaching staff during the timeout. D was going to come out and get a rest this series anyway. Jason Potter was going to play this series anyhow. Bogus on the quarterback keep to the 20. Inside to 15, inside to 10 to the 9 on the quarterback draw. From the 21 inside to the 9, a 12-yard gain. 1st and goal, Oak Hill. Orander checks back into the lineup. Gilliland out. That's something that Minford didn't see in the scouting reports, the sprint draw, or the quarterback draw. I formation. Evans lines up at fullback. Potter dots the I. Receivers wide left and right. Bogus turns, gives to Potter. Tripped up at the 9, no gain. Second down and goal, and D. Brunton checks back into the lineup. Brunton and Gilliland in, Orander and Potter out. 2nd and goal from 9 yards out. Clock moving, 6:40 to play. D swinging that right arm like he's not got all the feeling back in it yet. Bogus dropped the snap from center, fakes the give to Brunton. Wide open in the backfield. Bogus will get inside the 5 to the 4. Jason Dunn standing at the back of the end zone, and not a Minford Falcon within 15 yards of it. Bogus didn't see. So Bogus goes from the 9 to the 4, a gain of 5, 3rd and goal.
Gain of 5 to the 4-yard line, 3rd and goal for the Oaks.
Warner checks in. He was split right, along with Aaron Dunn. He'll line up in the slot to the right. Split backs. Let's see. We've got the officials calling a timeout.
Official timeout on the field.
Some kind of a situation down on the field. The officials saw something and didn't like it. One of the officials has trotted back to the back of the end zone. Now we're going to line it back up. Tell you what we might look for.
Once again, the winning ticket.
We might look for Wonder on the scissors.
93906.
He lines up in the slot to the right. Split backs. Behind Bogus. 3rd and goal from the 4. Giving there to Evans, and Evans will work his way to about the 2. That's going to be a gain of 2. It's 4th and goal from 2 yards out.
Gain of 1 to the 3-yard line. 4th and goal for the other.
Fourth and goal, and Minford elects to call their second timeout. 5:17 to go in the first half. It's 6-6. We'll be back. Fourth down and goal from the 2. Both coaches have talked it over. I formation behind Bogus. Takes the snap. Fake. Give. Touchdown, Oak Hill. Jason Dunn. Tight end on the delay. Into the flats. And with 5:18 to go, the Oaks go on top 12-6. Jim, you're the former coach. What was that play?
But basically all it is a fake to the end of the line, and Jackson Dunn lines up tight end right, slips in behind the fake, and there's no linebacker there. They're all hitting D. Super foul by the coaching staff there on 4th down.
And we're here, the Minford coaching staff up here saying nobody touched the tight end. Oh, let's see. Bogus. 2-point conversion is good. All right. I didn't see who caught that one. Explain that play.
That's what they do. They put D out wide right, half production holds it, and Eric's kicking, everybody else is off the left. Minford overshifted, and the Oaks just run a fake. Andy was actually the kid who snapped the ball, just run a quick little out, 2-point conversion.
Yeah, because he is the end on the end of the line, although he's the center.
Yes, he is. D's lined up out wide, but he's off the ball. Just a nice play.
Okay, so the Oak Hill Oaks go on top after the 2-point conversion with 5:18 to go, 14-6. Okay, Dunn will kick off for Oak Hill, leading 14-6, 5:18 to go, a lot of time left. Jackson back deep, low end over end kick, be taken back at, well, it's bobbled around back at about the 20. Jackson 25-30 down the sideline, 35-40, still on his feet, down and brought down finally out across the 40 at about the 45-yard line. So Minford's going to set up shop in good field position at the 45. Good passer, good receivers. We may see the Falcons elect to go to the air, but with a lot of time left, we may see him stick on the ground for a while. We'll just have to wait and see. Minford will have it. First down and 10 from their 45. See what the Falcons elect to do. Clock under 5 minutes to go and a half. Officials come from one side of the field to the other to emergency squad needed on the far side of the field for somebody. Yeah, we don't know just exactly what the situation is. Trailing 14-6. Slusher takes the snap, turns, give the ball off in there to the fullback, and he's not going to get anywhere. That's Jackson. Gatrell on the stop. No gain actually on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. The Oaks are going to start keying on Jackson because they know that wherever he lines up in the backfield, he's more than likely going to be the guy to carry the football. 4:20 to go on a moving clock. Minford taking their time getting out of the huddle. Jackson will split out to the far side this time. They line up in the I. Got Hamilton split over here to the near side. White is tight to the right. Slusher rolling back the pass. Looking downfield under pressure. And down he goes at the 41-yard line. A loss of 4. On the stop, I think that is Reisner. A loss of 4 on the play. It is 3rd and 14. Good coverage by the defensive secondary. Had no one to throw it to, and finally the blocking broke down.
But they run Jackson on the streak, like you said. You better find him because he's going to get the ball. Stephen Blakeman did a super job covering him on the play pattern there. No one to throw it to.
Okay, let's see what they elect to do this time. 3rd and 14. Clock moving at 3:25. Oak Hill has the ability to strike long, so they're going to have plenty of time if they can get the ball back. Split backs behind Slusher. Receivers wide left and right. It's going to be the fullback's going to pass it. He fumbles the football, and let's see who's got it. He was going to throw the pass, and then he elected to lateral the ball back to the quarterback, and there was a fumble on the exchange, and it's all the way back at the 32-yard line. That is a loss of 8. It's going to be 4th and 22. 2:44 and moving. Line of scrimmage of 43. Good rush. And he fumbled the snap. And down he's still on his feet, but down he goes. Inside the 20 at the 17. Andy Orender and Mike Blakeman on the stop for Oak Hill. Check that. It was Seth Hughes and Andy Orender that made the stop. All the way back at the 17-yard line, and with 2:38 to play in the half, the Oaks are knocking on the door again. Oaks out of the huddle. Orender and Dunn wide to the left. Split backs this time behind Bogus. Takes a snap, give to Brunton. Brunton to the 10. Brunton judder steps to the 5. Brunton in for the touchdown. D. Brunton. Got it almost all on his own. Went on the play, the slant off tackle to the right, and he went in from 17 yards out with 2:14 to play, and the Oaks are up 26. Again, they line up in that oddball formation. Let's see what they elect to do this time. They do it quickly, taking hardly no time between the touchdown and the point after attempt. Snap, and it's going to be the option. Back to Bogus. Bogus in for the score. That's Andy Orender. Aaron Dunn, rather. 34. Aaron Dunn. Orender snapped the ball. We'll get it right. Aaron Dunn for the 2-point conversion, and it's 22-6. Just like that, and just like lightning, Minford scores on their opening possession. And just like last week, whenever, we scored first, Paintsfield came right back, but after that Paintsfield score, it was Oak Hill just barred the door.
We'll budget that score right there at nothing but a heartbreak for Minford. They were just down 14-6. Can't go in the locker room halftime, and that right there, believe me from experience, that just breaks your back. Now they're down 2 scores with 2 2-point conversions, and that's just a tie.
2 minutes and 14 seconds to play in the first half, and the Oaks are up 22-6. Minford scored first. The Oaks trailed for the first time this year, but ever since the opening score, other than the fact that Minford did drive down into Oak Hill territory but was stopped on down, it has been all Oak Hill ever since. It's just like a mirror image of last week's game. After the first score for Paintsville, on their next possession, they drove deep into Oak Hill territory but were stopped on down. Same thing this week. Minford scores first, the first time they get the ball after stopping Oak Hill. Minford comes back on their next possession, drives deep into Oak Hill territory, is stopped on downs, and then the Oaks have scored twice with 2 2-point conversions and lead by 16. The kick is a high kick that will be taken at the 30 by one of the upbacks. At the 35 and driven down at the 36. Danny Miller on the stop in there for Oak Hill. And Minford will take over with 2:09 to play in the half, just outside their 35-yard line. We'll call it the 36.
Ball stays at the 35-yard line when they take over the first and 10.
Break the huddle. Receivers wide to the left. Slot to the left. Short side of the field. Split backs behind Slush. Motion out of Jackson, but a motion penalty is going to be called against the Minford Falcons, which is going to move the ball back to the 30. So the Minford Falcons are right now self-destructive.
That's pretty good. I'd say it's a pretty good explanation.
Minford penalty, a little procedure, moves the ball back to the Minford 30-yard line. It will be first and 15 for the Falcons. Okay.
But one thing you got to remember is that there is a second half, and last year down at Minford, we shut Minford down, held them to only one first down the entire second half. We were down 27-14, come back and won at 30-27. Same thing could happen here tonight.
You're exactly right, Buzz. That was a ball game where halftime last year we were in there shaking our heads, wondering what to do. We just made a couple of adjustments in our secondary, and the kids come out and did what they were supposed to do, did a super job, and I'm sure the Coach Bart hadn't forgot that. And he will remind our kids at halftime of exactly that game last year at Minford.
I think Coach Bartholomew called the timeout, knowing that we've set them back 5 yards. They're going to have to go possibly through the air, possibly get another shot with the ball.
Yeah, this right here, more than anything, is probably just reminded of the secondary. Let's not let anybody slip behind us. There's less than 2 minutes to go. Oak Hill has all the momentum right now. We scored the last 22 points. Let's get into halftime with all this momentum. Keep things going the second half.
Okay, the Oaks coaching staff back on the sideline. Minford breaks the huddle. First and 15. Jackson motion left to right. Quick pitch goes back in there to Miller. Miller will be driven down hard at the 30. Jimmy Williams on the stop. No gain on the play. Matter of fact, he may have lost about an inch or two, but we'll call it second down and 15.
Second and 15 for the Falcons. Ball at their own 30-yard line.
Ball at the 30, minute and 25 to go on a moving clock. Minford may, knowing that they're getting the ball to start the second half, may play a little conservative here and just run the clock down instead of going through the air. Out of the huddle they come. Receivers wide to the left and to the right. That's Hamilton and Mayuse. I formation behind Slusher. Takes a snap, give to the tailback, and he's got a big hole. 40, 45, 50. Fumbled the football, and let's see, I think Minford got on it. A 16-yard gain, but a fumble, but Minford did get back on it. Under a minute to play, 58.7.
Recovered by Evans.
Evans on the carry. Evans on the fumble. Evans on the recovery.
46-yard line. First and 10 for the Falcons.
He needed 15. He got 16. First down and 10, Minford. Chains are set. Clock moves. 55 seconds to play. We may see Minford pass the ball now. Receiver wide to the left. Slot that way. I formation. Slusher on the quarterback keep. Gains a couple. From the 46-yard line to the 41. Gain, well, Minford's going to call time with 42.1 seconds to go. It's a gain of 4, a long 3, call it second and 6.
Gain of 3 on the play, second and 7 for the Falcons. Ball at the line.
Okay, Minford breaks out of the huddle, second down 6. 42 seconds left. I formation behind Slusher. Takes the snap, rolling right to throw, in trouble, and down he goes. He may have fumbled the football. Let's see. Minford fumbled, but he got back on it. No, they called an incomplete pass.
Knocked away by Eli Gabriel.
Pass was incomplete. That stops the clock with 36.4 seconds to go. It'll be second down and 6. Make that third and 6.
49-yard line.
Going on the quick play. Quick pass out there to Jackson, and he's out of bounds. It's going to be fourth down.
Rusher pass is complete to Eric Jackson.
He needed 6. He still needs a couple. Gain of 4.
The Oak Hill 46-yard line, 4th and 2 for the Falcons. Timeout, Oak Hill.
Okay, the Oaks signaled for a timeout. Coach more or less just saying, don't let anybody get behind you. Back to pass, Slusher. Rolling right down. He's going to be down. Oh, he gets loose from one. Looking downfield, but he doesn't get away from that one. And the Oaks are going to have the ball at the 49 with 21 seconds left. That's going to be a loss of 4. He was wrapped up in the backfield back at about the 45, but he broke away from that tackle. But he didn't break away from the second one. And the Oaks are going to go into their 2-minute
48-yard line.
halftime drill. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. The clock's running. That's going to be the end of the first half with the score. The Oak Hill Oaks 22, the mighty Minford Falcons 6. Enjoy the band. We'll be back with third quarter action.
That is the end of the first half of the score. Oak Hill Oaks 22, Minford Falcons 6. Field commanders Robin Gindler and Angie Gillen. Co-flight corps captains Andrea Johnson and Kim Bindle. Head majorette Terry Clyde and assistant head majorette Leah Day. Tonight's show will be a continuation of our contest show, starting with our percussion feature entitled Popcorn. Also, the theme of the movie Ice Castle, and the band will close with the Oak Hill High School fight song. the Marching Oaks.
Okay, we're about ready for the third quarter kickoff as the Oak Hill Oaks lead 22-6 over the visiting Minford Falcons. Last time these two teams met here, Minford won in the longest game in Oak Hill High School history in 4 overtimes, 30-24. Kick is a low end-over-end kick taken at the 20, 10, 20, and driven down hard across the way at about the 35-yard line. Timmy Jones on the stop in there for the Oak Hill Oaks. And the line of scrimmage is the 36-yard line. That's where Minford has it. First down and 10.
36-yard line where they take over first and 10.
Falcons break the huddle. Wide receivers left and right. I formation behind Slusher. Turns, gives the ball off in there to the tailback. No gain. Middle of the Oak Hill defensive line is a tough nut to crack anywhere. It takes first two games, just taking them 1 or 2 series to really get the defense in gear. But when they get it in gear, the opposition hasn't been able to do much offensively. No gain on the play. It's going to be second down. Well, actually a loss on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 11. Full T backfield. Both ends tight. Same formation they used to score their first touchdown. Quarterback turns, gives off in there to, I guess that's Jackson on the far side. And he will get out across the 30 to about the 35 rather, to about the 37. It's going to be a gain of 2. It's going to be 2nd and 9. Make that 3rd and 9. They're going to try to get the ball in Jackson's hands as much as possible. He's their best athlete and their fastest player. They like to get it to him one way or the other, either running the ball or receiving the ball. Receiver wide to the left, slot that way. I formation behind Slusher's, 3rd and 9. Motion, left to right. And a whistle and a flag.
Flag before the play.
Had to splint the draw called on that one, but the flag blows the play dead before it ever gets started. They're talking to the Oak Hill captain, so it's probably going to be against Minford, which would set it up from 3rd and 9 to 3rd and 14. This is going to put them in an even deeper hole, Jim. They're just about going to have to throw the ball or play conservative and punt and hope to hold.
Yeah, Buzz, now's not the time to play conservative down 2 scores. I look for him, like you said, try to get the ball to Jackson. He's definitely their game breaker. But this is a big series for the Oaks defense. You hold them the first series in the second half, get the ball back. That kind of gets that momentum right back in your favor.
3rd down, 14. Receiver split wide to the left, slot that way. I formation behind Slusher. Takes the snap. Counter play, and it gets nothing. He's going to lose. Inside the 30, down to the 28. The Oaks snuffed that one out quick.
But that play was made by one person, Dean Brunton, who followed his guard, what we call following his guard. He pulled to come this way, and although motion went opposite D, D knew to follow his guard. That's what put him right on the counter.
That was a loss of, he needs 16. He needed 14, so a loss of 2. Call it a loss of 3. Punt, Evans to punt. Good snap from center, not much of a rush. A high driving kick that's going to take Orander back, or done back to the 35, 40, 45, done to the 50, and into Minford territory at the 49, where Oak Hill will take over. First down and 10. A quick score by the Oaks here could really put the dampers on the Minford Falcons. They're going to mark the ball just inside the 50. We'll call it the 50-yard line, where the Oaks will start this drive. I formation behind Bogus. Williams at full. Turns, gives in there to Brunton, and Brunton will get about 3 or 4. Call it a 3-yard gain. Call it 2nd and 7.
Gain to the 47-yard line, 2nd and 7.
Gillen in from the sideline with the play as he and Ornder are the messenger receivers. Dunn will line up tight to the right. It is Dunn, that's Aaron Dunn, and Gillen out here to the near side, I formation. Give to Brunton, straight ahead. Brunton to the 40. Brunton still on his feet to the 35, to the 30. Brunton down to the 29. That's a 17-yard gain by D. Brunton as he is beginning to assert himself on the ground. The Oaks offensive line opening some good holes.
But that right there was all offensive line. That was a little inside trap. Eli had a super trap on a down guard over there, and he just busted up in there for a good game.
Brunton will line up as a slot to the right this time. Williams alone setback behind Bogus, 1st and 10. And it's going to be a give to Williams, and he is going to try to get to the outside, and we'll get nothing. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. No gain on the play. Jackson on the stop in there for the Minford Falcons. 7 minutes and 42 seconds on a moving clock here in the 3rd quarter. Gillen trots in from the sidelines. Oaks dominating the game defensively since the opening 2 drives of the Falcons. I formation. Williams at full, Brunton at the I, slot to the left. Bogus turns, gives in there to Brunton, cuts back inside, D inside the 25 to the 24. That's going to be a gain of about 6 or 7. Jackson on the stop, give him a 7-yard gain, 2nd and 3, 3rd and 3.
Gain of 7 on the play to the Minford 23-yard line, 3rd.
Ball at the Falcon 33. If we don't score on this one, Jim, I mean, if they hold on downs, they've got a lot of real estate to cover. Down by 16, that'll eat up clock.
That's for sure, Bud. And right now, I'm sure Coach Bartholomew's thinking 2 downs right here.
I formation, Bogus, 3rd and 3. Turns, gives to Brunton. Brunton cuts it up inside, still on his feet. He's got the 1st down as he's inside the 20 to about the 15. That is a gain of 7 or 8 more. Slusher on the stop, but it's 1st and 10 Oak Hill at the Falcon 15.
Gain to the Minford 15-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Oaks.
Receivers out wide to the left is Gilland and Aaron Dunn, I formation. Turn, give to Brunton straight up the middle, and he will get a couple. Inside the 15 to about the 13, call it 2nd and 8, and we've got a flag down long after the play's over. Unsportsmanlike conduct on somebody. They're pointing towards Oak Hill, so I would say they're talking to Scott Gillen as he comes off the field. It may have been on him. That'll be a 15-yard penalty. Came after the play was dead, so it'll come from the line of scrimmage, which would move it back from the 13-yard line back to about the 28, if that is indeed the call. They're stepping it off against the Oaks. Takes it back to the 29.
Second and 24 for the Oaks.
Second down, 24 yards. They got to get to the 5. They're at the 29. Pitch comes back to Brunton. Brunton's going to throw. Got a receiver wide open. Touchdown, Oak Hill. D. Brunton. Into the end zone, and on the reception, Aaron Dunn, I think.
Yes, sir, Buzz, it was.
I got that one right. Aaron Dunn with the touchdown reception, and with 5 minutes and a few seconds left, Oak Hill scores to go up 28-6. All night long, they've been giving it to D, give it to D, give it to D. They give it to him that time. The receiver wide open.
Well, Buzzy, when you're Minford, they're looking for 42, that's for sure. And Coach Bart just called a super good play there because everybody's flying up on D. Aaron just gets behind the cornerback. It's touchdown.
And Dunn on the kick, and it's up and good. And the Oak Hill Oaks lead 29-6. Oak Hill kickoff coming up. Okay, the Oaks to kick it off, leading 29-6. High end over end kick at the 20, 25-30, Jackson 35, and out to about the 38, or 39. That's where Minford started their last possession. Return by McLaughlin. It's going to be at the 38-yard line where they'll have it first down and 10. .547 on a moving clock as the Falcons have found themselves in a deep hole of the Oak Hill Oaks here at Oak Hill High School, who plays at home again next week against the Rock Hill Redmen in the Battle of the Hills. And the Oaks are looking for some revenge as they've lost the last 2 or 3 meetings with the Redmen. I formation. Last 5 meetings, Jim tells me. Jackson in motion. Whistle. We may have a delay of game. Delay of game against the Falcons. I think the last time we beat Minford, Chucky Miller, one of the assistant coaches at Minford, intercepted a pass late in the game, and we won that one. That's the last time we beat them.
That was down at Rock Hill, Buzz, and that was just a thrilling game. We tied it late. For some reason, Rock Hill decided to try to go from home deep in their own territory. When Chucky intercepted, we ended up scoring real late in the ball game to pull that one out.
Pitch back to Jackson, trying to go around the left end, gets some good yardage, still on his feet, and fights his way to the 45-yard line. That's Evans on the carry, number 25, not number 2. And it's going to be second down and about 4. He needed 15. He got 11.
Game is 9 on the play. 34 for the Falcons. Ball at around 45-yard line.
Second down, 4. I formation behind Slusher. Motion left to right this time. Oaks adjust, give to the tailback, picking his way through, still fighting for yardage. He's got the first down. Evans again gets to the 50. That is a gain of 6. First and 10, Minford.
Gain of 5 on the play to the 50-yard line. First and 10 for the Falcons.
First down, 10, Minford at midfield. Nearing the 4-minute mark of the third quarter with Oak Hill leading 29-6. They break the huddle. Receiver coming over here to the near side. Slot this way. I formation behind Slusher. Motion, right to left. Give to the tailback. He's not going anywhere. He's going to get maybe the length of his body beyond the 50 inside Oak Hill territory to the 49. It'll be second down and 9. 3.5 minutes on a moving clock. D. Brunton late coming out of the locker room because of some breathing problems, but he's been in the starting lineup the entire second half. I formation behind Slusher. Slot right, in motion, right to left. Slusher back to pass. Quick hitter across the middle, and it's incomplete, almost intercepted, in and out of the hands of Hamilton. Justin White, rather, and that stops the clock at 3:02 to go. It's going to be third and 9. Heard footsteps, Jim, I think.
I believe that's very possible. We had a linebacker running out at him. Didn't want to take a very big hit there.
Wasn't that D. Brunton?
I'd be looking for D2, I believe.
Seems to has a nose for the football. Out of the huddle they come. Receivers wide left and right. I formation behind Slusher, third and 9. Passing situation. Line of scrimmage, Oak Hill's 49. Pump fakes. Screen pass being set up. He gets away from one. D. Brunton slips and falls. Slusher still on his feet, but he's going to be driven down at the 45. It's going to be 4th and 5. They wanted to set up the screen. That was shut down. He couldn't find anything else. They had him covered deep. He had to run with it.
Buzzy, Aaron Dunn did the job on that play. He was the defensive end of the side they were setting the screen up. Did a good job recognizing it, got out and foiled that, and after that, the quarterback's just running for his life.
And we've got it 4th and 5 at the 45, and I think they're going to go for it. They just about have to, trailing by 23 points. Well, I guess they're going to punt it. Brunton drops back. It's a fake, and he's not going to make it. He's short by 3 yards. Coach was talking in the locker room at halftime. We can't have a breakdown on the special teams. No long back, no returns long, no fake punts, nothing, no trickery. We got to stop everything special teams. They just did it.
Yeah, but that's a good job of the special team right there because it's a midfield. You got to expect a fake right there. If Minford wants to punt the ball, let him punt it to us. We'll go ahead and take it over on downs down here inside our 20, what have you. Started right from there. Just a good job by the Oaks defense.
Oaks have it at their 43-yard line. I formation behind Balga. Sprint draw goes to Potter, and Potter will drag a tackler with him 3 yards. From the 43 to the 44. 2nd down 9. Brunton gets a break. Ornder trots in from the sidelines. Oaks break the huddle. Ornder will come wide left. Randy Evans in at fullback. Potter at tail. Aaron Dunn split wide to the right. Jason Dunn tight left. Yeah, and it's the pass from Balgus, but he's going to go down. Nowhere to run. Right side cut off, and when he turned back to his left, he ran right in to the Falcon defenders. So that's going to be a loss back to the 35. No, they're going to mark it at the 33. Make that the 37. And it's going to be 3rd down and about 16. Third down, 16. I formation. Receivers wide to the left and to the right. Balgus takes the snap. Quick pitch comes back in there to Potter. Potter with blocks in front of him, cuts it back. Potter to the 37, 38-yard line. A gain of about a yard. It's going to be 4th down. So the Falcons come up with a defensive stop, and the Oaks have to punt. Line of scrimmage, the 40, make that the 38. Reisner to punt. And let's see. That's the end of the 3rd quarter with a score. The Oak Hill Oaks 29, Minford 6. The final 12 minutes of football coming up. Reisner to kick. It's a low, wobbly spiral that will be taken at about the 32. And he's not going anywhere. He got across the 35 to the 37, Eric Jackson. Aaron Dunn down on the stop, and Eric Jackson is down, hurt on the play. And that's going to bring the Minford coaching staff to the near sideline, as might be a cramp. Yeah, the Oak Hill trainer down there working with his legs, so it's a cramp. Clock stop with 11:51 to go. Oak Hill leading 29-3. We'll be right back. Minford at the 37, back to pass, and he's going to go down. Aaron Dunn got around the kid that was trying to block him out here to the outside. Aaron Dunn real quick, and it was just one of those lookout blocks. Look out, here he comes.
Aaron just flat out run around that kid, went straight to the quarterback like he is. I believe he was on a mission that play, Buzz.
Loss of 4. Call it 5. It'll be 2nd and 15. Falcons break the huddle. Receiver wide to the right, slot that way. I formation behind Slusher. Slusher with the quick pass, and I think it is incomplete. Be 3rd down. I think they were going to throw the hitch and pitch.
Yes, sir, Buzz, that was that. The tailback flared, what they were trying to do is have the split in catch the ball, pitch it to the tailback down the sideline, and Oaks just got there too quick.
Clock stopped with 10:51 to play in the ball game. Falcons break the huddle, I formation. Receivers wide, left and right. Quick count, give to the tailback. He's going to lose a couple. One, may have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage, back to the line of scrimmage, not the original. That's 4 yards further ahead. No gain on the play. Fourth down. Line of scrimmage to 32. Brunton back deep to receive the kick. Back at about his 35. Good snap from center. Big rush, but he gets it off. And it's a low, short kick that is taken at the 50-yard line by Mike Blakeman. So the kick is only good for 18 yards. And the Oaks will take over at midfield with 10:10 to play in a ball game.
Ball played at the 50-yard line. First and 10 for this.
One more score, and we'll see the second team trot out onto the field to finish it up. Ornder splits out here to the near side. Oaks in the eye. D. Brunton at tailback. Snap, turn, give to D. D to the 50, 45, and inside to 45 to about the 44 for a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. This is just going to be grinded out, score, let the second teams finish it up. If you don't score, it'll still be second team.
Yeah, that's right, Buzz. I believe it's about time. Minford's going to get a little bit of dose of D. Brunton right here.
Bogus on a quick count, and it is caught by Andy Orender inside the 35 at the 34.
Buzz, Oaks that time went without a huddle. Caught Minford off guard. They're trying to get another big play. However, we got a flag on the play. Could be motion on the Oaks from where it comes from.
We'll wait and see. Illegal procedure O'Kill. So that's going to wipe out a nice catch by Andy Orender and set it back from 2nd and 5 to 2nd and 10. Let's go back into the huddle. Breakout. Come to the line with Scott Gillen split out here to the near side. I formation behind Bogus. Takes a snap, sprint draw to Brunton, and they're waiting on him. He'll lose 4. Make it 3. And the Oaks are quickly to the line of scrimmage, trying to catch him off guard. Everybody's ready this time. Bogus takes a snap, drops straight back to pass. Bogus will keep it. Bogus to the 50. Gets a good block out there from Gillen. Puts his head down and fights out of bounds inside the 40. At about the 39, he's got the first down. We'll see where they mark it. Yep, he got the 10 yards he needed on the quarterback keep. As a matter of fact, he got 11. Got the key block coming from Scott Gillen.
Yes, sir, Buzz. Well, Scotty had a real good block out here on the cornerback. Allowed us to get about 5 extra yards, which is 1 enough for the first down. That's a nice job by Scott.
A 14-yard gain by Bogus inside the ball at the 39-yard line. Snap, turn, fake, give to Ornder. Ornder to the outside, gives some ground. He's to the 40. Ornder to the 35, cuts back inside the 30 and down to about the 29. Maybe enough for the first down. Let's wait and see where they mark it. Ornder for a gain of 9. 2nd down 1. Bogus back to pass. Looking. Orender's got it. Oh, and he dropped it. Incomplete pass. Ran before he had it.
Yeah, Buzz, I believe Andy wanted to run before he got the ball. He's looking up trying to make a big play, put a move on the quarterback. Just forgot to catch the football.
Oaks have a third and very short. Have to get just inside the 30. The ball, actually the nose of the ball inside the 30, but they got to go about the length of the ball further than that to pick up the first down. It's 3rd and 1. Ball at the 30. Look for Brunton. Bogus. Giving there to Evans, and Evans is going to pick up 5 to about the 25. That'll be enough for the first down. Give him a 4-yard gain. Jimmy Williams. Get the names right. There comes Evans. He's in there now. You got to have some levity, guys. Come on. Out of the huddle. I formation. 1st and 10. 26. There's Evans on the keeper, and Evans will get inside the 25 to the 24. Gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. .740 to play. Gilliland in, Orander out. Aaron Dunn splits out wide left. Far side. Near side Gilliland. I formation. Evans at full. D at the I. Ball at the 24-yard line. It's the option. Bogus, 20, inside the 15. Bogus cuts back. He's going to go. 10-5. Touchdown, Dusty Bogus. A beautiful piece of running by the junior quarterback.
Well, that's just a super run by Dusty right there. He cut it back against the grain. Everybody overflowed. There's supposed to be an option to the right. And when number 42D comes this way, here comes a lot of people with him. Dusty just cuts it back with a nice score.
7:11 to go in the game. 35-6. The Oaks line up in that odd formation, but this time they're going to kick it. Bogus to hold. Aaron Dunn to kick. Andy Orander to snap. Good snap. Kick is up. Looks good is good. So with 7:11 to go in the football game, it's Oak Hill 36 and a mighty Minford Falcons 6. We'll be back for the Oak Hill kickoff in just a moment. Okay, the Oaks are ready to kick it off. Aaron Dunn to kick it. They lead 36-6. It'll be the second teams on the field from this point on, unless Minford comes back. 33, 35, 39, 38-yard line. Timmy Jones on the stop for Oak Hill. So we got second team players out on the field. They'll finish it up. Clock moving. We're going to 7 minutes as the Falcons break the huddle. Line of scrimmage to 38. Quarterback, quick pitch comes back in there to Jackson over the 40 to about the 41, a gain of 3. Be 2nd down 7. Second down 7. McLaughlin on that carry. Line of scrimmage to 41. I think the Falcons have got their second team out there too, a lot of them. And it's Jackson on the counter. Jackson still driving and out across the 40. All the way down inside to the Oak Hill 39. 23-yard run by Jackson. Potter on the stop for Oak Hill. Clock stopped, 6:04 to go. Line of scrimmage 37. And it's the counter play this way. Jackson with an arm tackle. Cuts back, still juke stepping, and he's going to get to the 30, a gain of a couple. Yep, let's give him a gain of about 7. Gilliland on the stop. Second down 3. Receivers wide, left and right, split backs behind Slusher. Takes a snap, drops back to pass, pumps, fires deep, got a man open, overthrows him, incomplete. Down around the goal line, it'll be second down, or make that third down and 3. Falcons in 4-down territory. They just need to pick up 3 yards. They're at the 30. They need to get to the 27. Clock stopped at 5:07 to go in the game. Miller trots out of the lineup for Minford. Falcons go with twins left, wide receiver right, single setback. Whistle blows. Minford calls time. 5:07 to play in the game. 36-6 Oak Hill. We'll be back. Falcons third down 3 at the 30. 5:07 to play. Oaks lead 36-6. Oaks have their second defensive unit out there. Slusher gives the ball off in there to the second back through, and McLaughlin will get inside the 25-yard line down to the 24, 6-yard gain, 1st and 10.
Gain to the Oak Hill 24-yard line, 1st and 10 Falcons.
Split backs behind Slusher. 1st and 10 at the 24. Drops back to pass. Looking. Got time. Fires deep to receiver. Open. Incomplete. Had to do about a 360. Couldn't get quite under the ball and wasn't able to catch it. That'll stop the clock with 4:37 to play. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Ball at the Oak Hill 24-yard line.
Falcons, I formation, receivers left and right. Slusher gives it to the tailback who slipped and fell just before he got the ball. He gained a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9. Had a pretty good hold there, but he slipped before he, when he took his first step.
And Buddy, normally whenever you slip from a lie back position, that hole's not going to be there long enough for you to hit it very hard.
Actually, no gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10. Full tee. Both ends are tight. This is the formation that Rock Hill, or rather, and it's a give in there to, I guess that's Jackson, and he will get inside the 15 to the 14-13, and I think he's got enough for the first down. No? Now, let's see. Yeah, he does. He needed 10. He got 11. Line of scrimmage, the Oak Hill 13. Turn, give to Jackson or McLaughlin. No, Jackson, and he gets maybe a yard. He gets from the 13, actually a couple, to the 11. Chapman on the stop and there for Oak Hill. 2nd and 8 from the 11. Clock at 3:25 and moving. And break the huddle. Both ends are tight. Slusher, quick pitch. Trying to get to the outside and getting there and dives into the end zone for the touchdown. Eric Jackson from 11 yards out against the second team.
You know, Buddy, when we read the paper tomorrow, you're going to see Jackson has so many yards. He's just picked up 61 of those here late in the 4th quarter against an Oak Hill second-team defense, which has done a good job holding them down Minford somewhat. But I believe those stats will be just a little bit misleading. The Oaks first-team defense did a super job against him.
Touchdown comes with 3:04 to go. Now we'll see what they do as far as a two-point conversion. They got a receiver out wide to the far side, out about 15 yards, out about 10 to the left. I formation. Slusher, quick pitch back in there to Jackson. He's not going to get anywhere. The McLaughlin, rather, number 21. And short of the two-point conversion, and with 3:04 to play in the ball game, it's 36-12 Oak Hill. Minford kickoff coming up. Evans to kickoff. Seth Hughes and Chris Hughes back deep to receive. Minford with one man short. He trots in. We're ready to go. The approach, high end over end kick. That's going to take Chris Hughes back to the 10. 15, 20, 25, and down he goes at about the 20-yard line, maybe the 21, 22.
Tackled by Jason Wells.
Jason Wells on a stop and error for the mighty Minford Falcons.
Minford Falcons 12 to the junior varsity ball game at Minford High School.
Varsity, rather the JVs will play Monday down at Minford. Oaks out of the huddle. Clint Potter is in at quarterback now. That's Andy Ornder, I think, at I-back. Turn, give to Ornder, cuts back on his feet, nice move, and will get yardage to about the 19.